Okay, folks, it's really piddling down rain now, folks, here in Sydney, in old Sydney town in Australia. If you're tuning in from somewhere around the world, and there you go, out the front there. Car, there's a bird up on the wire and a car shooting by. Whatever, folks, whatever. Let's see how we go with this piece. Oh, got to do all the other colours. Silly. Okay, this is what we're utilising, folks. An old mint paddy. I found this near some constructions or near some road, some footpath works near in Neutral Bay. Let's see how we go with this. Make this turn up a treat. Yeah, it had a treat. Mint paddy. Yeah, looks nice. Not quite what I'm after. I do think we can do better than that. Mint paddy. Does remind me of something from when I was really young and I was a budding young photocopier artist. I think I had my first mint paddy at what was known as the Staunton's newsagent, and I remember I used to use their photocopiers there as early as 1987. And it was back in, I think, 1987, 88 or 89 when I had the mint paddy. I've forgotten, folks, but these remind me of the days of photocopying, folks. Mint paddies from from Staunton's in French's Forest Shopping Centre back then. And that's come up looking really a treat. I think we could work with that. But yeah, Staunton's. Who would ever forget the Staunton's? Apparently they recently sold their newsagent, and they are not going to replace their Sharp photocopier, the people who are currently running it, which is really sad because they've always had a working photocopier since at least 1987, and that was a long time ago. Goes to show that photocopiers and newsagents are quite rare or uncommon. They're more likely to be found either at libraries or office works. You rarely find them in newsagents there was quite a lot of newsagents, but they're all dying off, and most of these newsagents are not replacing their old equipment, which is a real shame because it's not the same. But that's me. I'm a photocopier nerd. I'm what's known as a toner head. Toner head is another word for a photocopier nerd or geek. And basically that's what I am, folks, is what's known as a toner head. I love toner-based copiers. I don't like inkjet, folks. I hate inkjet, so that makes me even more toner. I don't like inkjet, folks. It's an absolute rort. One day I'm going to redesign the photocopier from scratch, and it's going to use toner. It's not going to look anything like this kind of equipment. It's going to be made out of metal and more metal, plastics only where necessary, plastics in places like wiring, harnesses and connections and shit, and insulation. Going to enlarge it further, not on any other place where it's not needed. I'm not a plastic person. I like things to be made solid and long-lasting, metallic, heavy-duty, industrial strength. That's how I like it, folks. Going to make this a bit darker. Looks a bit wishy-washy, folks. Yeah, I'm still uploading. We'll be uploading threads. I do put most of this material, even though this material is destined for the TV, I do use social media really aggressively and heavily. You could say that's been done on an industrial level as well. I do things heavily. I don't just do things like on a domestic way. I'm going to just maybe pull that one up. I'm just going to pull it up. I'm going to just enlarge a little bit less on the horizontal. I'm going to make it maybe 125. But yeah, I like to do things on an industrial level. I like things to be built rugged, tough, long-lasting, durable, serviceable, that sort of thing, folks. I'm not into all this flimsiness. I'm not interested in being a rip-off artist like the photocopier industry typically is. The whole industry is. I don't know of any copier company that makes equipment that matches up with my ideals. I don't care about these companies. I don't care what they think of me as a person even. As far as I'm concerned, they can go fuck themselves and their bullshit. They're just full of shit anyway. They don't care about the environment. They don't care about the customers or the human race. They just care about making a quick dollar and make all this waste. And how do you dispose of it? You're going to have to strip it down, and it ends up in e-waste dumps around the world, mainly in third world countries. But I wouldn't be surprised if even first world countries had places where this shit was dumped. It's not good. It's not good at all, folks. The way the industry's gone. Now I'm just going to put this on mirror image. Okay, folks. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think I can now call this demo quits.